How to create a membership website with WordPress from scratch. In this video, we're going to be talking about WordPress and how you can create a membership website in the easiest and most simplest way. Okay. And for this, we are going to be using some booking plugins. Okay. So you can use different booking plugins that you can get for yourself. Okay. You can use Jet Booking. That is something that I'm going to be exploring right now. And you can use other bookings as well. And using those bookings, you can create all these booking sections and junctions to create memberships for your users. And once you've created bookings and people opt to it, that's how they can actually opt for a membership. So I'm going to be giving you examples on how those bookings work and how those memberships will associate with the booking. Okay. So to start things off, what you will need is at least the creator WordPress plan. Okay. And once you get the WordPress creator plan, you're going to need the plugin section where you can get Jet Booking. You can get other plugins to go along with it. Okay. We're going to be talking about it all in great detail. So please do make sure to fully watch this video till the end so you can get a full and clear idea on how this is supposed to work. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So to start things off, first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to need at least the creator plan. Okay. Without the creator plan, you will not be able to access Jet Bookings for yourselves. Okay. Now, Jet Booking looks like this. Here we have Jet Booking plugin for Elementor. Okay, so you can add in any type of booking for yourself, and you can create different booking and rental websites to offer your daily services. It could be a travel agency, car rental, houses booking, bike rental, hotel booking, equipment rental, property rental, and a whole lot more. You can add flexible pricing rates. It could be recurring, it could be fixed. Full-fledged booking sites are also available with the proper functionality for a website. Okay, it's a basic step-by-step booking wizard for you. You can use it any way that you want, and it gives you features like booking calendars and add to cart buttons, direct WooCommerce integrations, and a whole lot more functionalities to work along with. Okay, so there's a lot of things to keep in mind when this plugin is working, and the best thing that you would love to know is that this plugin is compatible with your Elementor, with your Gutenberg blog editor, and Breaks editor. So you can add this to your website through these editor plugins as well. And that, in my opinion, is one of the best features that a booking or any plugin software that can provide you. So you can easily add it through any plugin that you require. So for that, it depends on your region, where you can add it to your plugin section. So you can go to your plugins over here. And over here, you're going to write Jet Booking. Okay. Now, if your region is the correct region, you can find the Jet Booking section over here. But if it does not appear over here, you can easily get it through the Jet Booking system over here. Okay. Now, once you go on buy now, the basic pricing plan is either $19 per year or $199. So the basic plan is $19 per year. 0 widgets are included. You get a Jet Booking plugin. That's it. The Croco Block plugin is $199 per year with 150 widgets included with 20 Jet plugins for yourself to use. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward and it's a pretty easy business to handle for yourself when you are, in the main booking regimen. So it's pretty straightforward stuff, and it's something that you're actually going to want to have in your list. So I'm going to set myself up with the booking platform, and once we've done that, let me show you how you're going to use it for yourself. Now, once we have set up our plugin and we have, fully installed it and activated it, what we're going to do from there is we're going to go ahead and get into the main individualities and the main integrations of its working. Okay, so first off, what we're going to do is when you install this plugin is going to appear into your main booking section. Okay, so you can add these bookings accordingly for yourself in any platform. So let's say I am over here, okay, in my WooCommerce. So it gets added into my WooCommerce section. And once you go over to your WooCommerce, you can go into your extensions section. And once you go into your extensions, here you're going to be able to find your booking platform. Okay. Now, in the case that you don't find it here, what you can just do is you can go over to the plugins that you've installed. And once you go over to the plugins that you've installed, you can go ahead and activate it for yourself from here. So as you can see, I have all my plugins in this section. Okay, so all the bookings and all the things that I have are activated over here. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the sole booking plugin that I want to go with. And once you have activated that for yourself, what you're going to do from there is you're going to go into its individualities and into its working. Okay, so as you can see, it tells me that the plugin is now activated. So what we're simply going to be doing is we're going to reload our page, and once we reload our page, from there you can go into your WooCommerce and work with the booking plugin that you have downloaded for yourself. So I'm going to come over to WooCommerce, and here to activate different plugins, what you're going to do is you're going to start setting up these different bookings and accommodations for yourself. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is obviously you're going to create an order for yourself. Okay, you're going to go ahead and apply some type of booking or apply some type of report where you can easily go ahead and create different orders in different formats. So if I go ahead to add order here, it gives us different settings, and it gives us different items to choose from if you want to activate your booking. So let me show you what you're going to want to do. Now, once the correct plugin is activated over here, you're going to start with the calendars list. So first of all, you're going to give it a calendar name. So let's say I'm going to call it reservations. Okay, let's just call it that for now. Then it gives you your forms. Okay, I'm going to click on add new, and this basically adds a new calendars list that we can use as a template. Now over here, we're going to start adding different fields in this. So first of all, you can add in an email field if you want. And if you want to delete a field, that's also doable by simply clicking on delete over here. And there we go. So that deletes the single lining. Then moving on, you have different things like appointment. So we already have the appointment widget over here. You can go ahead with the different extended form controls, which are basically the commercial versions. You can get container controls, data source connections, and a whole lot more. So again, these are individual settings that you can get for yourself, and all these individual settings can work pretty good with each other. Then we have field settings, form settings, where you can set up the form name, you can set up its description with the proper label placement and the proper form templates that you're going to need for this. Okay, and the best part about this plugin is that although it's on a pricing and plan, and although it does take money from you, the best part about all of this is that you will easily be able to use it for a lifetime from here, and you can add all of its recurring details accordingly for yourself. Now, there's also other plugins that you can use for your services, like WooCommerce bookings, or you have other individual sections like YITH booking an appointment. But obviously, those are softwares that are pretty hefty in pricing. So to create accommodations for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, that's not something that you might want. So we're going to stay in this, which is, pretty price friendly as well. And, it works the same way as the other platforms do. So I'm going to stay over here. Then we're going to give it a form name. Again, I'm going to call this reserve. Then you can add your very own description for this if you want to. You have label placement where you can assign it to your left, assign it to your right. You can assign it to your center, or you can assign it to the top. I'm going to keep it on the top. You can go with a modern template. Okay, now this is a responsive calendar. You can go with a default template. There's also a light rounded template and a rounded selection calendar. So I'm going to go with the light rounded template because it's more in use nowadays, and I just feel like it looks much better as well. Then obviously you're going to move on to the different setting fields as well, where you can activate all the full forms of the builders. So once you've gone with the consistent settings, you're going to click on Save Changes and Continue Editing. So once you click on Save Changes and Continue Editing, it brings you here where it gives you the general settings. Now in the general settings, you can add a confirm and thank you page. So basically, if someone goes through the reservation forms, you can give them a landing page, which is basically going to be a thank you page for them. You can also go into the different booking statuses, okay? And in these different booking statuses, you can assign different setting controls to these things, okay? Now, the different settings control that I'm talking about is generally the different global calendar settings, the integration settings that you're going to get from your website. You can also choose different notifications to come in and go out. You have anti-spam, reports, and different add-ons to work with. But yeah, generally, we're going to come back to the editor. And in the editor, again, once you have gone through all the recurring text and all the individual elements of your labels, what you're going to do is you're going to click on Save and Publish. So once you click on Save and Publish, what this does is JetBooking goes ahead and produces a form. So now that we have this form and calendar, we're going to click on Publish Calendar. And once you click on Publish Calendar, you can finally view the published booking form that comes in your website. So once this opens up, here it is. Now, if someone makes a reservation for, let's say, 24th of July at 2 p.m., what they're going to do is they're going to add in their email and they're going to enter the security code to make sure that they are not a robot. And once they do that, they're going to click on Submit. And once they go ahead and click on Submit for themselves, what happens is that the reservation is done, and this is the thank you page that they come to, basically. So once that is done, what you can do is you're going to go into your booking section over here. And once you go into your booking, you're going to be able to see the analytics of different bookings as well. So if you go on this, let's say I'm going to come here where we can see the booking orders. And here you can see we have an order for 2 p.m. at the 24th of July with the email that they gave. And obviously the status, you can go ahead and change that accordingly for yourself. You can also toggle the different payment features that you want for this person. Okay, so you can also choose to delete this booking. You can choose to export it to a CSV file if you want to. You can filter it in different individual ways as well. So these are, pretty easy and straightforward ways on how you can create different bookings. And after creating those bookings, how you can actually execute them and initiate them accordingly with your clientele. Okay. So these are pretty straightforward things to get your head around and pretty straightforward things to give yourself an idea on how all of this is basically combined into one big work frame of booking and appointment accommodation. Now, moving over, you can also integrate this with your Elementor. So if I come over to my Elementor home, okay, we're going to go to the home section, and in the home section, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on create page. Now, the best part about JetBooking, as I told you, is that you can work this with your Elementor. Now, once we open up our Elementor over here, you're going to easily be able to add these individual widgets for yourself. All right. So first of all, what you're going to do is we're going to go over to the page. Okay, you're going to go over to the page that you want to add. So here we have the booking section. I'm going to add it in this. Okay, and you're going to choose the reservations you want. So it's this one, right? You can go into its advanced settings, and in the advanced settings, what you can do is you can actually change the individual, looks and settings of it by setting the, you could say, padding, setting the different margins accordingly for yourself as you please. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward and it works pretty efficiently. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and increase the paddings for myself. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and decrease the size and bring it lower if I want to. And once you do that, you can scroll down, you can align it to itself as well accordingly to what you want. You can go with the full width, inline, or default. I'm going to keep it on default because I don't want to, cause a lot of movement in it. You have motion effects where you can add different scroll effects for it. You can also transform it accordingly for yourself. But yeah, this is pretty much how you can create a basic, you could say, front. Okay, you can create a basic front for your reservation and appointment accommodations. Okay, so once you set these things up for yourself, it pretty much gives you a good idea on how you're going to be, creating a very good and very straightforward booking page for yourself. Okay, now this is the main idea of your appointment and booking. So yeah, pretty straightforward and pretty easy to get your head around. So if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the foreseeable future, do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. Till then, that is going to be all from me, and I'll be seeing all of you wonderful people in the very next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.